welcome to Tea with Lords,
New Year's edition.
I'm Val White.
And I'm Adam Petsetnik.
And what do we have to talk about today?
So much to talk about. I mean, it's a year in the making. Let's talk about 2024. Let's start with the Olympics.
Olympics. That was a shit show.
It was a great shit show. There were so many good things and so many misconceptions, and I feel like I lost a month and a half of my life sitting on the couch or in bed watching every single thing. The opening ceremonies and the drag queen Last Supper. That was kind of a shit show. Yeah.
Which actually wasn't the Last Supper. It was depicting Dionysus, which is the god of wine in Greek mythology. The Olympics started in Greece. People just need to brush up on their history, that's all.
And Dionysus was the god of wine, and Jesus made water into wine and all that, so you can see, full circle right there.
Full circle. Full circle, yeah. 5 circles, rings, Olympics, you know.
Oh my gosh, that was so good. Mic drop. Okay, Andy
Warhol showed up at the Olympics this year, which was quite a feat.
Andy Murray won gold. Steven Notarazak, or whatever, Notarazak, how do you say his name?
Neterzak.
Yes, we all fell in love with him. He was the pommel horse gymnast.
I thought he was amazing in the Olympics, but I didn't really know much about him. But then whenever he did Dancing with the Stars, you really got to know him.
He fell in love with him.
His personality.
Oh, he's such an adorable.
Story.
And he needed the glasses, and the glasses got thrown off all the time. It was just an adorable, really cute
that
story.
Guy. He's so cute.
Simone Biles would prove that she is the GOAT, the greatest of all time. And Anthony Ammirati from France was some big headlines because of his big headline. He was the pole vaulter that got disqualified because he didn't make it over the pole because of his junk. He is quoted by saying, "I was disqualified from the Olympics because my is too big." I really think it's because he didn't jump high enough, but we're gonna let him have that one.
I mean, there could be worse reasons to not make it.
Okay, from Olympics to Ozempic. A lot of people, celebrities, are taking this drug to lose weight, but really it's for type 2 diabetes.
But whenever I see people on the street or in the shop or wherever, if they're
in the shop,
really,
you sound like we're in old time Britain.
If I see somebody who's really, really skinny, I just automatically start humming, oh, 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 Ozempic.
This is so fun. When I was getting ready for this Tea with Lords, I was trying to because Al said, don't do a 45-minute video because you can talk forever, and I had all these highlights and all these things, so I had to edit.
You're doing right now.
Edit a lot. And I really feel like we're on Weekend Update, on SNL.
Yeah.
I'm Michael Che, and you're Colin Jost.
Because he's so cute.
Yeah, because he has a crush.
I do have a crush on him.
Yeah.
Hey Colin, if you get tired of Scarlett,
yeah, I mean, I'll take Colin as well, I guess. Stop. This year, one of the biggest movies was Wicked.
Yes.
Okay, now, I had never seen a Broadway theater play, really a really big one, until Val took me when we lived in Los Angeles. When we first met, we went and saw Wicked at the Pantages, and we saw it 3 times. I remember the first one we saw, Madame Morrible was played by...
She talks like this.
Yeah, she's from Scrooged. Oh, what was her name? I guess we'll edit this out and we'll figure it out. Carol Kane.
Carol Kane. I've been having a really hard time remembering things lately. It's maybe all of my brain cells were used up for this year, and then I'm gonna get another influx of brain cells for the next year. But this year, I've been that. What is that word? That word, water, air.
Okay. Well, I really do believe right now is that limbo. We just had the holidays, Christmas. Right now is Hanukkah until the 1st, and then the New Year. So right now everyone's what day is it? What time is it? Where am I?
Funny story. When I was a baby, I didn't talk for a long time because I grunted. I would just point at something that I wanted and go And my mom and my grandmother would be like, "Oh, do you want this? Do you want some of this?" And like they would, and my grandfather was like, "He's never gonna learn to talk if you keep asking him what he wants." He's like, you have to use your words. But now, I can't remember words, so I'll just be like, "Adam,
Okay, back to Wicked. So Wicked finally made a theatrical movie, and it's
yeah, but this has
epic.
been 20 years in the making.
20 years in the making, and a lot of people were like, I don't know if Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande are gonna live up to Idina Menzel and Kristen Chenoweth, which I met Kristen Chenoweth once, and she is so amazing in person.
I met Idina Menzel.
You were on Xanax, right?
I was on Vicodin because I had a kidney stone.
Yes.
Which I had a kidney stone earlier this year too.
Full circle, 5 circles. It's Olympics all over again. Okay, so Wicked just Wicked just surpassed $600 million in the theater. On Christmas they started doing sing-alongs in the theater. It was really hard being like a theater kid and being obsessed with the play and everything to go to the theater and watch it and not sing along to the movies. Yeah. But now that you're allowed to sing along, sign me out.
Yes.
I've seen videos of people hitting notes that they can't hit and they're trying anyway, and I'm just like, don't ruin it for me, dude. But the funny thing
is that I will know every single word of Wicked, but I can't think of the word water. Unless it's in Wicked. Unless it's a lyric.
Mattel did Barbies of the Wicked, and on the boxes it had a website to go check out Wicked. Well, that's not the website for Wicked. That is actually a porn website.
It is.
Don't worry, we did the research. We know it's a porn website.
Yeah. What else happened this year?
Well, I didn't go into detail. I just did a bullet point with one person's name. I'm gonna let you go off on this one.
Okay.
Kate Middleton.
Okay. I
remember this. It seems like it was years ago.
I'm the what is it? The royal correspondent.
The royal historian right here.
Okay, so Kate Middleton went in for a routine procedure, and they discovered that she had some form of a cancer in her stomach.
Yes.
And
praying for her.
And then she took some time off, as did the king. King Charles also
another cancer battle.
Was diagnosed with a form of cancer, and he took some time off. And they were getting treated, and they were healing, and all the things. And then all of the conspiracy theories started surfacing. And if you know me, and if you saw the last episode, which was our Christmas tea with Lords, you know that I'm very easily swayed into believing a conspiracy theory.
Yep.
But I didn't believe any of these. Like there were crazy ones. Remember the unveiling of the portrait of King Charles?
Oh yes, with all the red in the back. It was
and
beautifully
the red,
done.
And there was like all these things saying that if you like flip it over and duplicate the image and put them together, you could see like horned demons and all these things. Crazy.
Horned demons?
Horned.
Okay.
Get your mind out of the Wicked. But then there was this. So the Princess of Wales released a video saying that she really has been moved by the outpouring of support and people's concern and care and love to her during her time of healing. Mm-hmm. And there was this whole conspiracy thing. She was sitting on a bench in the garden. There was this whole conspiracy thing about like it was all AI and it was fake and she wasn't really there. And her fingers, like her ring disappeared.
Oh yeah, the fingies were weird.
Because if you've seen AI photos, like if you look at the hands, it is crazy. Our candle just went out and I just saw smoke going like that.
I know.
Anyway, there was this whole conspiracy that like she really wasn't. And then they were saying that she died and they were trying to cover it up. And then they said...
And there was like a body double and all this. And then she was in a coma for months and months.
Then they said that she was murdered and that they took her blood and used it to paint the red on the king's portrait.
Yeah, I mean, that was the only conspiracy theory that made sense to me.
And speaking of conspiracy theories...
conspiracy theory!
Conspiracy theories is what I just said. Speaking of conspiracy theories, I have talked about the UFOs and the drones and all that, right?
Yeah.
And I've been trying to convince him to go out and look at nighttime with me into the skies and see, because I was on our back patio and I was looking up in the sky and I'm pretty sure I saw some. But now there are new things happening. There are inexplicable fogs that are showing up in cities around the US, maybe the world, I don't know. But there are inexplicable fogs that are making people ill. People are getting sick from these fogs.
Now, are they in places that don't usually have fog?
That I don't know. And like these fogs are inexplicable. So I mean, if it's inexplicable, I mean maybe.
Remember that movie, The Fog?
Yeah.
It was Stephen King.
I do.
It's some scary shit.
All right, anyway.
Okay.
Do your research. Let me know in the comments what you think about these fogs that are making people sick.
Okay.
And that concludes my royal correspondence and fog coverage.
Water. Okay, back to 2024 and the headlines. Ben and Jen broke up again. That's it. Also, this last week, a lot of people are talking shit about this, but I kind of enjoyed it. Kim Kardashian's Christmas video, Santa Baby, with Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah.
It was like so artistic. It was like art house. It was Andy Warhol.
It was totally Andy Warhol.
That is so weird. Full circle. 5 circles again,
circle.
people. This is just crazy. We didn't plan this. I'm gonna finish off with this one.
Okay.
The biggest sensation and celebrity of 2024 in my mind, and I think of a lot of people's minds, was Mudang. If you don't know who Mudang is a pygmy hippopotamus in Thailand. And I Googled, I was like, why is Mudang so popular? And they said, because Mudang is so cute. And I watched videos for months, and it's not because Mudang is so cute. It's because Mudang is a little bitch. Mudang is feisty and sassy. She's known for biting, screaming, and sleeping. And I realized why I'm so attracted to Mudang.
Because it's me.
Because it's him. Mudang is like reincarnation of Val White.
Except I'm not dead.
So that
concludes
some of the news of 2024.
I wanted to talk about, because it is the new year, and we're at that stage of life where people are, you know, thinking about going into the new year and things they want to do differently this year and how they want to show up as better versions of themselves this year. And we actually created a course called New Year's Revolution. And if you want to check that out, you can go to valwhite.com/revolution. But if you don't want to check that out and you just want to maybe like read some inspiring things, I brought out some books here that I thought were really good recommendations for getting you like in the spirit of stepping your best foot forward into the new year. First of all, Marianne Williamson, A Return to Love. Marianne
Williamson's amazing. That's the first book I read of hers. We got to meet her once in real life too.
This is where we edit.
She was at a party. And it was fun. Okay.
So A Return to Love is basically Marianne Williamson's take, Cliff's Notes, if you will, on A Course in Miracles. The next one is May Cause Miracles, which is by Gabby Bernstein, and funnily enough, it's also her take on A Course in Miracles.
And if you see a trend going on, just to let you know, your boy likes a Cliff Note.
You know, this is a time when people think about money and how they can like save
and what happened in this last year and how they want to
be better stewards of their money.
Yeah, definitely.
So there's a great book called The Soul of Money, and it's by Lynn Twist.
Lynn Twist.
We actually did read this book in a course, an abundance course that we were taking through our church in Asheville.
Yeah.
Then we have You're a Badass.
Because you are.
By Jen Sincero. It's a good one.
It's a very good one. And I think there's some sequels too.
There are. I think there's like You're a Badass with Money or something.
Yeah.
And then the last one is The Power by Rhonda Byrne. It's a follow-up to The Secret. Okay, so what else do you want to talk about?
Well, 2024 personally was a big year for us as well. After living in Asheville for 6 years, we loved it. I just got this really like calling or an urge to get up and move. I didn't know why, but we did get up and move, and we're in North Florida by the beach. And it was really hot. I didn't really understand why we moved. And then September and October hit, and we had hurricanes hit us. Sweet Helene and grumpy old Milton. And Asheville got hit so hard. It was underwater. It was devastation. They're still picking up the pieces. And I realized then that like trusting my intuition was so key, and like my psychic senses were like tingling, like spidey senses. And we were safe. We're here. That was one of the big things of this 2024. We moved. We moved on Easter.
We packed up our truck, and it was a huge 16-foot. We're driving in the truck. I can't see Adam. Adam can't see me.
We have so much stuff in between us.
We have all this stuff. I'm literally like, this is the window, and I'm like this.
Aww.
And then we have stuff piled up in between us, and then on top of the stuff is our cat carrier with Sanchez in it. And the last time we moved from Florida to Asheville, it was a 16-hour drive or something.
And we had Kitty Vicodin for him.
We had not Vicodin, darling.
Oh,
it was
Kitty-
Xanax.
Xanax.
It was supposed to calm his nerves.
I don't-
Even then, on the Kitty Xanax, it was like
11 hours of that.
like nonstop. So I was really not looking forward to the move from Asheville to here. But he was totally fine and he was totally quiet. In fact, I kept having to like poke my fingers in there to make sure he was okay and still breathing. He's 20 years old, going on 20 years old. Quiet, completely quiet. I'm poking my finger in there. I'm like, Sanchez, Sanchez. He's not moving. He's not breathing. And I'm like, oh my God, I don't even know if I should say something because Adam's gonna have like a meltdown. And so we pull over, we open up the cat carrier, we look inside, he's not breathing, he's not moving.
We're in an abandoned parking lot in
Like a
the
strip
dark,
mall, an abandoned
in the
strip
middle
mall.
of South Carolina. And as I'm crying, 5 minutes into that, we hear, bitch died and came back to life on Easter.
Easter!
So
So I guess animals have spirit humans.
Yeah.
So my spirit animal, I guess, is Mudang. Actually, it's elephants, but okay. But Mudang, and then Sanchez's spirit human is Jesus.
yeah,
Yeah.
at 20 years old. He's 20!
20! All right, well, we hope that you've enjoyed your time with us, because we've certainly enjoyed our time with you.
Yes, and we hope you have a happy, and healthy new year.
Happy Hogmanay to all of our Scottish friends.
Yes.
And, you know,
Happy New Year, 2025, here we come. Watch out, bitches.
watch out, bitches. Get stitches. Oh wait, no, snitches gets.
Okay, that's enough, gangster. Love you all, and
Love you.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.